Yes, and we are live. And I'm live with the Irish guy. How you doing?
Boys, how we doing, 40? Long time no see.
Long time no see. This is what we have to resort to now, you know, doing things over StreamYard, you know.
No. Not for these skits, 40. I'll see you soon in the flesh, all right? We've got many things in the pipeline.
Oh yeah, trust me, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, the ones that we've done previously before, we've done the Newcastle one. No, we did the Arsenal one first. No, we did the Man City one first.
Yeah. And I
first.
Yeah.
Then we did Arsenal.
I'll tell you, it was Man City, Arsenal the next one, then Newcastle, because we did that the same week we did Joe Weller. And
oh gosh.
And of course, I always say this, my best video is the one that nobody's seen. It's the KSI one, man. You were fucking sick in that. You're unreal. We did rap songs in it. We did music videos.
I mean, people did see it. I mean, I told you the other day that someone come up to me and said, "Oh, you did that KSI one. How was that?"
Yeah.
What? And this was like ages ago.
That makes me feel good, you know, because it means some people have actually seen it. Because I think that's a good video we did. Like, we did about 4 music videos inside one take. It was unreal.
I mean, look, loads of people have seen it because you can tell by the views people have seen it. It's a bit surreal when people come up to you and say, "Oh, I love what you did with the Irish guy." I'm like, I thought we did it for jokes. Do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah. I always found that when people first came up to me, having seen my videos, and be like, "Hey, I recognize." I'm like, this is mad because when you shout down a camera, you don't think in the back of your head that people are gonna fucking see it. But do you remember when we were filming by the lake for the KSI video, and like a bunch of kids came up because they saw you wearing a KSI t-shirt and they thought like we were part of the Sidemen or something? Are you KSI's brother or something like that?
Yeah, those are fun times. I mean, I've actually got some memories of it. So let's have a look at the first one from Man City. Let's take a look.
Last call for flight 606 to Manchester for Mr. Benjani Marawari. Last call for Mr. Benjani. Mr. Benjani, wake the f*** up.
Why always me? Why always me? Mario Balotelli.
Yeah.
So I must add, for anyone watching this, the budget's not that big. We didn't actually blow about. Just to let you know, this making of this video.
I wish that airport one was funny though. Because fair play to you, man, for basically going to sleep in an airport like this. People are looking like, is that man okay? Is he all right?
Mate, that was so awkward. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the most awkward one that you made me do, sleeping in an airport. And in fact, I had someone message me, said, "Were you dressed in a wig at Newcastle Airport?" It's like, oh god,
mad. But yeah, it's these sort of shots where I keep having to tell you to trust me, and to be fair, you do every single time. But yeah, in the back of your head, you must be like, "What? What is this?"
Yeah, I think that a lot.
yeah. Fair play.
There's another one that I was going to play as well. So this one is from the Newcastle United one as well that we did. Obviously, it's probably my favourite one because it's for Newcastle United. So let's take a look at this one.
Here I am outside the Sports Direct Arena. Here I am outside St. James's Park. The defence parted with all the regularity of the legs of a Love Island contestant. Their most promising talent was a fictional creation of Buena Vista Pictures, and as far as Team Morale went... Pass me the fucking ball!
No, you're fucking shit!
The next few years marked an upturn in fortunes. There was even a return to Europe, but as always, controversy was never far around the corner.
Oh man, I hadn't seen that one in a long time. I forgot about that.
There's a couple stories behind that one. First of all, you can tell how long ago that was because I didn't have hair in that one.
Yeah.
Now, at the start of that clip there, I don't know if you remember, but me and you nearly fell out because you punched me hella hard. Like, meant to like be play acting, and for some strange reason, you thought you took it upon yourself, like, yeah, I'm gonna go for this one.
I know. I think it was because we'd done like 4 or 5 shots of it, right? So every time in the back of my head, I'm always thinking, "No, it needs to be better. It needs to be better." And yeah, I think I forgot that you were, you know, an actual human being with a face when I hit you. But hey, listen, we got through it, didn't we?
Yeah, we certainly did. We certainly did, man. Yeah, that was an interesting one to still.
I remember that day was actually quite. That was quite stressful because you remember we were filming at St. James's and it was like 5:30, so it was getting dark, and the battery went out, and my second battery was back at my house, so I had to get in a taxi, go back and get it, come back to you. I left you at the stadium, and it's getting dark, and we only had like 20 minutes left to film. That was stressful, man.
You left me in a Newcastle shirt with Amiobi on the back, and I was like, what? I was thinking, what is life? Like, why am I stuck at St. James's Park, dripping in blood as well, in an Amiobi shirt? And I was like, what's going on?
You could be worse places to be. You could be at Sunderland with that shirt on, then you probably wouldn't make it out alive. Do you know what I mean? So
I mean, yeah. If you look at it like that, then yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to shout out to the people in the stream. Shout out to Linga Lacey F. Shout out to you. Shout out to Dylan Clark as well, who's a Chelsea fan, I assume. Linga then asks, how old is the Irish guy? I don't know if we can
mystery 40. It's a mystery.
Yeah, I don't know if we can reveal that information. But yeah. Also shout out to Lance Chemise. I hope that's correct. And he then goes on to ask, is this live? It is live. So again, anything you do say, as long as it's respectful, we will throw it into the stream and we'll talk about it. So yeah, so getting on to the main topic of conversation, the reason why I brought you in here is to react to some of the stuff that's going on in grassroots football from this past week. Now, obviously, we're in lockdown, so no organised amateur football, grassroots football can be played. So, guys, this is from the previous week because, you know, people film and then they edit and then they put it out the following week. So we're not breaking any laws here. We're just highlighting stuff that's going on throughout the week. So the first one we're going to go with is from SE Dons. Obviously, they're a well-known grassroots team. Thousands, millions of views. And they were playing in the London Cup. Now, check this goal out.
Out wide to Lifty. And some things don't need commentary.
Cheers at the wall. Welcome to our ground.
Yes, I love the passion. I love the passion of that.
There's a lot of stuff going on in that video.
Yeah.
I need to get working on my Don Shuffle from Don Shapsy. That was different. And I don't know if you recognise that wall. I don't know. You recognise that one from before, that Ric Flair wall?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Whoa, yes. I mean, what a character. I'm loving the passion from that bunch. But in terms of the goal, yeah, lovely finish. But that flick, that little back heel in the build-up, that was, it's almost criminal, that. Beautiful.
Yeah, phenomenal stuff. I mean, SC Dons, as I said before, they've got like millions of views. They're leading the way in terms of grassroots football as well, like uploads and all the rest of it. The interaction is crazy. They're sponsored by Puma now as well. They've got their own podcast. I mean, it just shows like how far grassroots football has now taken from the likes of, you know, your dog and duck teams to the likes of SC Dons.
Exactly. Especially when you see like such an avid fan base on the sidelines. Like back maybe 10, 15 years ago, you wouldn't have that. It would be like two men and his dog, you know, two guys taking their dog for a walk. You know what I mean? Now it's like a proper, it's almost like being, the way I see it, you'd almost find more passion maybe in some of these games than you would in like the sterile upper echelons of the Premier League, you know?
No, you're right, especially during lockdown as well. But some of the turnouts that you get for these games is crazy. Like you get 300, 400 fans on the sidelines, more than you would get in non-league games. And these guys are, bearing in mind, they're not getting paid to do this. It's just the following that these guys have is amazing. You know,
imagine if you turn up to a grassroots game like that, you're going to be every single person there is going to be 100% invested in that team. But again, like when you go up into the stuffy upper tiers of the Premier League, like going to Arsenal, half the people are on their phone. you know what it is?
They probably have every right to be on their phone with some of the football that they've seen, especially if you're looking at Arsenal's result yesterday as well.
That is a good point, yeah.
I'm just going to go through a couple more questions as well, or things that people are saying. So I'm guessing this guy's a Middlesbrough fan. Oliver Williams, hello Irish guy. Will you ever clot Will Eddie?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? He's calling me out online. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's get it on a football pitch, William Lenny. Get in the Clash of Creators, and we'll have a good go of it.
Oh, talking about Clash of Creators. I mean, we spoke about it offline, obviously. Clash of Creators. Now you put out a video this morning.
Yeah. Big up to the people who watch HITC, my subscribers. I asked for a call to arms. And yeah, they've literally flooded the Clash of Creators Twitter page. So whether they'll bite and give me a call up, who knows? But yeah, cheers for doing your boys.
There you go, guys. And again, if you're watching this now, make sure you spam their Twitter page and make sure you get this guy in because he deserves to be in. I don't understand why he's not in, but by the end of this video, I wanted an announcement saying the Irish guy is playing in the Clash of Creators.
I just see some of the. I see the people are going. I'm almost licking my lips because I'll get me a football on that pitch up against fucking Einabber, Kieran Carlin, former Football Daily. No, let's do it. Let's do it on a football pitch. Come on, let's go.
He's calling everyone else.
Yeah, let's do it.
It makes sense. Get him in. Get him involved. We've got Mohammed Abdullah is saying Irish guy's 27. Oh, okay.
No, I don't know where you got the information, but it's not true. It's not true, Mr. Mohammed Abdullah.
It's not true. We've got Oliver Jackson saying, nice vid to watch while I have my lunch. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Let us know what you're having as well. We're jealous. Well, I definitely am anyway. Yeah. Aiden is saying, if the Irish guy doesn't play in the Clash of Creators, it's quite frankly fraudulent.
Yes.
We agree.
Yes, Aiden Meehan, that is it. Absolutely, 100%. Promote this man. He knows what he's talking about.
There we go. Stefanos is saying, top lads. Big up to you,
Stefanos. You too, buddy.
And then last one we're going to read out before we get to the next one. Oliver Williams, how in our part of the Clash of Creators, but the Irish Ben Arthur is Irish Ben Arthur. I like that one.
The fact he's compared me to my favorite footballer of all time. I don't care that you're a Middlesbrough fan, Oliver Williams. To me, you're a Don.
Irish Ben Arthur, you know. I like that one.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, right. The next one we're going to get into is from Kitchener FC. They are based in Ipswich. So we're coming out of London now, going into Ipswich. It's not a goal, or it is. It should have been a goal. In fact, I'm not going to ruin it too much, but they're from Ipswich. They're called Kitchener. Check this one out.
Another ball through to the number 15, but Josh is there. Falls back to him. Easy for Hender. And watch this.
Oh, what's happened?
What has happened there? And here is where the controversy comes along. The ref's gonna have a word with the linesman, who I must say is crushy. This is Sunday League, so the linesmen aren't actually linesmen. So I don't know why they speak to them. They're part of our team. Pullman Rovers have been robbed. Hender clearly just dropped it. I don't know what happened. It just slipped. It was one of them days.
Safe hands turning to butterfingers for a split second.
Make sure you put that on YouTube. Keep pushing! Make sure you put that on YouTube, man. Make sure you put that on YouTube.
Make sure you put that on YouTube. Well, it's on there.
It's on there, certainly. Again, that's from Kitchener versus Portman Rovers. So again, if you didn't see the footage, it was a shot. The goalkeeper fumbled it. It was free for the player to go and score, and he did score, but the referee thought that he's kicked out of his hands. He's then gone over to his linesman, which happens to be part of the Kitchener team. It's not like in the Premier League where you've got an official linesman. It's someone who's one of the subs from Kitchen FC who's the linesman. So I don't understand that. And then they chalked it off for not being a goal. So yeah,
just really bizarre. He didn't kick it out of his hands, did he? He was not.
That's the thing. He didn't kick it out of his hands. And the commentator is obviously from the home team who would have conceded the goal, and he's admitted that it wasn't a goal. Oh, it was a goal. So, but
what struck me was that as soon as the keeper fucked up, he immediately put out his hands, shouting up the pitch as if he's was the keeper blaming people, or was he basically saying, or was he basically lying that he kicked it out of his hand? Which was it? What was he doing? I
don't know. I mean, obviously the goalkeeper's gonna try and make out that he's in the wrong or whatever, but he knows in the back of his mind that he got away with he got away with murder, basically, didn't he?
Yes, yeah. And so hang on, was the keeper the one who was 3-0 up? Was he already winning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess it wasn't the end of the world.
No, it wasn't the end of the world, but again, he's going to do all he can to try and get out of it, isn't he? And he's done it. So. But you can only get away with these things for so long. I remember Roy Carroll. Do you remember the one where Pedro Mendes boots it from his own half? Carroll fumbles it. It goes about a meter over the line, and this is before VAR, so the referee didn't see it. But within like 2 weeks, he was bombed out of Man United. So these things catch up with you. The manager's going to look at that, and that keeper won't be sleeping well for the next couple of weeks. I think we might actually need VAR in grassroots football. I don't know if we've got the budget for it right now, but if we got enough camera phones on it, then we might be onto a good one.
But again, mate, that incident didn't need VAR. That needed 2 eyes in the back of someone's skull. Do you know what I mean? It was easy.
Oh, right. Before we get into the next one, I've got a shout out to my guy who's watching in. He is the amateur footballer. He's in fact parked up to watch this, so I've got to give him a shout out as well. Great page. Also, make sure you give him a shout out as well, and have a look out on his page as well. Oliver Williams as well has also come in and said, also Wayne Rooney's brother scored from 60 yards in the FA Cup. Yeah, I actually saw that goal as well. It was similar to, I think, when Wayne Rooney's played for Everton and he scored that halfway line goal against West Ham. It was literally a carbon copy of that. I don't know if you've seen it.
You know, it's funny actually. I actually got up both goals yesterday to compare them, and yeah, he did score one like that against West Ham. But the one he scored from Man United against West Ham, because he did it twice, that was literally like a carbon copy. That was literally the same area of the pitch, and it goes in. Mad.
There you go. Must run in the family.
But interesting that popped up actually, because right now what I'm editing is a video on 40 brothers of current footballing players. So yeah, it's a bit coincidental that pops up when I'm doing that.
Here we go. There you go. More content for you.
As always.
Aidan said, this is why Sunday League and lower league football is better than the EPL. You won't see that type of shithousery in the higher league. Aidan, I can't disagree with you on that one, man. This is the reason why I love it, and people should interact with it more, a hell of a lot more. Getting into the next clip now, I'm going to give you a bit of a backstory to this one. It's a team called Under the Radar, if you don't know of them. Manny, who's a big YouTuber, he's, I think he's like the manager / main guy who's part of it. And he's made a great acquisition in young Philly, who you guys know with Chunks of Philly. Scored at Soccer Aids, and he's now played his first game. And he came off the bench to make his debut. Watch this. Just take a look at this.
Wait, two. Oh, Billy! Oh!
Now, it's a short clip, but again, it nearly went in. That would have been the dream debut. If he came off the bench, wrapped one in the top bins, that would have been awesome. But again, it wasn't to be for young Philly now.
It was an interesting idea, but again, it had the execution of Chunks, unfortunately.
What are you trying to say, man?
No, we all saw that penalty. Come on, but
we see anyone who didn't see Chunks' penalty, he skied it. Did he sky? He did sky, didn't he?
Yeah, he skied. Oh, it was nasty. But fair play to him. What I will say though is Philly must be like a celebrity of grassroots right now, right? And we're scoring at Old Trafford and Soccer Aid against a bunch of, you must be like one of the this must be like a marquee signing for them, no?
There you go, man. Like you've got Manny, who's massive, and then you've got young Philly as well, like in your team. So again, in terms of attention, in terms of views, again, they're sponsored by Puma as well, similar to SC Dons. It's looking good for grassroots football, and it's definitely looking good for under the radar for sure.
Exactly. When you get people like that in amongst it, you're gonna have more eyes on the, and hopefully it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah.
Gonna get on to this next one now. Now, if you're not aware, there's a YouTube league called the Replay Me League, based out in North London. There's 8 teams involved. One of the teams is called GB Orange. It was called RB Orange after Ransom Bantz. Ransom Bantz's brother is obviously part of it, called Expressions, and he's done a reaction video to their first win. Now, I'll just drop that in there, and then you can watch the rest.
So what are you saying? Expression is just
let's see how it goes.
Yeah, he's proper.
Yes, I am.
Right,
he's active in the group chat.
He needs a trophy, doesn't he? So,
oh yeah.
That's why.
Now pause that, blood. Turkish fam. You know what? Nah. Let me think of my words carefully, because bro, you look like the don that serves me food in charcoal grill, blood. Look at the size of that guy, blood.
Right.
Is this the reason why they close gyms, blood? This big youth's just walking around taking people's gym memberships. Yo, give me that. Chris Brown, fam. Somebody check that he ain't got a dumbbell underneath his sleeve, blood. In goal, we got the most flexible fridge, fam, in YouTube history, blood. Trust me, if Otis can do the worm in WWE, yeah, don't tell me nothing. Oh, apple pie! Wiz Khalifa, sourcing, left, right, gotta leave football. Left, left, gang business.
Yeah, so I mean, I have the courtesy of filming this guy week in, week out, and he's that hilarious. Like, he's animated. Everything that you see there times that by about 1,000, and that's genuinely him. He's crazy.
This feels like reaction inception. We're currently reacting to a man reacting to a goal. Next week we have someone reacting to this, reacting to Expressions, reacting to a goal.
I mean, he's that box office. I always say he's box office. The fact that he can just be that hilarious. He's a Tottenham fan as well. So again, like, obviously they would have had a good weekend that weekend, but the previous weekend, oh my gosh, like, yeah, he was feeling it. I must say. Oliver Williams is come back and said, Irish guy, do you hate borough strikers? They're actually fire now. We've got Akpom and Solskjaer.
I don't hate borough strikers. I nothing them. It's sort of a they're that much of an irrelevant dross, a lump of averageness that they don't really come onto my radar during my my daily life. It's Akpom is. And Gisted, I don't think about these people.
You're showing for words for those two, innit?
Nah. I remember, all right, if we're talking about Middlesbrough strikers, I remember 15 years ago when I was growing up, you had Yakubu, Hasselbank, good forward lines. So don't
Ravanelli, that time he had Emerson, Janino, that was the Borough era, I remember.
Yeah, so I feel sorry for these younger fans now who hold up the likes of Gisted and Akpom, just footballing mucus as if they're some sort of revolutionary gods in the sport. No. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, dear. We'll get into the next one. Now, this one is from Brentford United. They are a local team to me. And they...
Did you say Brentford?
Brentford United.
Oh, okay, all right. I had flashbacks there for a second, praying that the about the tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's no tattoos involved in this one.
Good, no Panther Jansen. All right.
But yeah, this is a team called Brentford United. I just seen this clip online this morning. In fact, I thought I'd put it in. Fans on the sideline were getting onto this player, the opposition player. He is an absolute mare here. Check this one out.
Hammy gets the ball back. Ryan plays it into Lennox. Lennox tries to flip it, but he loses. It comes down to the number 4.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
My team. Number 4 drops to the floor after making a pass. Cyril beats 2 men and he slides it in. Great finish by Cyril. He gets his second for the game. He makes it 4-1 for Old Brentford United.
Thank you. Number 4 and involved. You let this guy. You let him get in there. Number 5 had in your pocket, mate. He's head in your pocket. Camera's there, camera's there.
I had to show that bit at the end, so just they all made up at the end, but that was just a small portion of what it was happening throughout the game, because they was on to him. I think what had happened earlier in the game, the number 4 for them was rattling them on the sidelines, and then sometimes if you talk too much, it comes back to bite you in the arse, and it sure did.
Yeah. That's what it is. I even have that in Sunday League, like because on the pitch I'm a bit of a talker, and yeah, exactly. When you talk too much, and me as a winger, I'm on that side of the pitch next to like 20 of their staff, and yeah, they can kind of go at you for the rest of the game. So I know that man's pain. But also what happened to me on the pitch that was kind of similar was, do you know the Zidane roulette where he stops it and he drags it with the other foot? So yeah, kind of going in a circle. I did the first part of that, right? I stopped the ball, but when I maneuvered to drag it, I again fell on my arse. So I basically stood in the ball and tripped over it. It was that would have looked about as embarrassing as that, but at least my one didn't end in a goal, so I can't even imagine how he must have felt.
Oh man, we've got a couple more of your people coming through asking about your opinions on games and stuff. So RPR_fear said thoughts on the Man City versus Liverpool game.
Oh, this would be easy, wouldn't it? Because I missed it out. I did a whole day doing a video about Ademola Lookman. I could just talk about the Man City Liverpool game in 15 seconds. This is much easier. Thoughts on it? It was a good game. Did you see it?
I saw the highlights. Again, if it's not Newcastle, I'm not really that bothered, if I'm being honest. But I saw it was a draw. That's it really. Like I feel like those big games are overhyped sometimes.
Mostly they are, but this was actually it was good. They're both going to help for leather. City missed some chances. De Bruyne, I'm sorry, but if you don't hit the target with a penalty, I don't care if you. Yeah, he's one of the best players in the world, but that was criminal. And Gabriel Jesus had a header that flashed wide in the second half. I think it was a good point for Liverpool because it's basically just keeping City at arm's length, you know. And yeah, I think Liverpool. Come on, 3 teams on top of the league this weekend: Southampton, Spurs, and Leicester. Liverpool just have to wade their way through those. Keep City at arm's length, and they'll win it again.
It's definitely a free-for-all at the moment. As I said, like 3 teams that went top of the league. I mean, Southampton obviously beat us. Tottenham as well.
What I'm saying is that the only team from Southampton, Tottenham, and Leicester that could possibly be a threat to Liverpool is Tottenham. And I don't. As much as I'd love to see Jose Mourinho win the title and shove it down all those Man United fans who think he's finished, I don't think they quite have enough. So again, it'll be Liverpool.
Yeah. Another thoughts on the game. Thoughts on Real Madrid yesterday. I'm not too sure if you watched that. I didn't. I barely watch Premier League football outside Newcastle, as I said, let alone Real Madrid's.
No, I was too busy calling Ademola Lookman a wanker yesterday. That was my entire day. So, but what I did see was that David Silva. Remember how he left City to go to Real Sociedad, and that was supposed to be his retirement party.
Yeah,
they're second in La Liga, Sociedad. So he's doing, yeah. So imagine that if he leaves City and goes and just wins La Liga with fucking Sociedad.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So David Silva. What else have we got? We've got Aiden Mehihan again. So Aston Villa will be going to Kazakhstan for a European adventure next season.
Now, I want to. Is that really the heights of European ambition now?
I mean, it could be Aston Villa. You never know, man. You never know.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a Mackem in Kazakhstan? Yeah.
Shout out to Mohammed Abdullah. Again, he's come back with this comment. I don't know if he's trying to slate or he's trying to inspire. He says, I know you only have 6 viewers, but this channel has massive potential. Look at how HITC started, and they almost have 500,000. Laugh out loud. Now, I want to talk about that because when you started, I remember me and you were kind of, I don't know, you came to me and said, oh, we're level. Must have been about 2 or 3 years ago, at least. Yeah. And I've stayed at one point, and as Mohammed said, we're at 500,000. Like, talk me through that process of how you've gone from, 2.5K, doing reactions on steps and stuff like that, and traveling to Leeds and all the rest of it to where you are now, 500,000 subs.
I've said it so many times. At the start, it was looking like it was a nothing channel. Like right now, right? I've banter with Football Daily. Back then, they wouldn't even have known who we were. We were literally nothing. It was going nowhere. But I think he's right. You know, once you break through a ceiling, then you're flying it. For us, I think it was that ceiling where, it was a summer 2017 because it kind of, for the first 6 months, it was nothing. I was just going. Honestly, my thought process was that I wanted to beat you. I wanted to beat you to 2000. I remember I wanted to beat you to 2K. Yeah. Who else am I gonna have that friendly rivalry with? You know what I mean?
I was only talking about Newcastle. That's the thing. See, the way you've come in and smashed it out of the ballpark is that you talk about everything, like Premier League, going on in football. Whereas my stratosphere was just like so small. It was just Newcastle, and that's it. And again, we talk about ceilings. That ceiling, you hit that very quickly. Again, if you're not
100%, yeah. That's what. Yeah, sure. It was the same with True Geordie. He was just doing Newcastle stuff, and then he had to switch it up to evolve and become the big internet superstar he is now. But no, I always remember, man. I always remember you doing. You were the one who broke through into YouTube in our uni class. I remember you went to 1K, and I was like, fucking hell, 1,000 people are following you, and I was honestly that kind of blew me away. Like, it was mad. So when I started then a few months later, I was like, my marker was 1K is that's fucking great. If I can beat you to 2K, that'll mean I'm doing well as well. That was my thought process. Because you were going down to Fulham, interviewing fans. You were like, fucking hell, like that was, because if you think about it, when we started, we were kind of doing the same things. I was just doing fan views the same as you. You know, we'd link up at Newcastle games and stuff. So we were very similar channels back then. But then I just had to switch it up, just branch out, and I don't do any fan views now, and it's a completely different channel.
There you go, man. You're getting some more fan love in the comment section. So BMT15, Irish guy. I think the whole Republic of Ireland team are Championship League One level at best.
Well, obviously not the whole team, because Matt Doherty is playing week in, week out for Spurs. So I'll have to call you out on that one, BMT15. Sounds like a robot. Sounds like a pin code. I'm not having my national dignity smeared by an ATM pin code. But I will say that if Ireland were in the Premier League, they would be relegated bottom of the league. So he is kind of right on that one.
There we go. We've got Tasneem SO says, really love your content. Love from South Africa. What do you think of KDB's penalty? I think we discussed that already, but for Tasneem, we'll have a little quick chat about it. Yeah, it was awful. I would just say it was awful. That's the one thing I did see, barring the goals. That was awful. I don't know.
It was rubber. I guess I want to say it was a wet pitch, but that's no excuse. It's an unchallenged kick at the goal from 12 yards. Fuck it. I would score that.
We're going to go into another one now. So this one is from Sporting Continental. Now, I love the commentary on this one, but again, I love the goal even more, and check out the angle on it as well.
So Dogs with the free kick. They're going to send this one forward. The header is going to be won by VJ. Drage is going to lump it into the box. Mr. Ace is there to head it for Battersea Dogs. But look at that for a pass by Brendan into Dan. Dan up against the number 6. He's going to go past him, makes himself a yard, gets across into the box with his left. Half cleared by Booker. Comes into the path for Drage. Takes a touch and he's absolutely put that one top middle. 1-0 to the Cons against the run of play with 40 minutes on the clock. And here you see Dan spinning the number 6, getting across into the box with his left. It comes off Booker. And I tell you what, this camera angle does wonders for that goal. But in real life, top middle.
depending on who you ask. I've been trying to figure out where I know the Battersea Dogs keeper from. I've just realised.
Wow. So he played the goalkeeper at the end as well. Says he looks like him.
yeah. The clown kind of scared me, but yeah, some finish. Yeah, it was some finish.
No, it was a great finish. Again, Sporting Continental, based down in London as well, played Battersea Dogs, South London rivalry. Great finish as well, and I just love the fact that, you know, people are taking so much time with their footage as well. They're not only obviously capturing it, but they're putting commentary under it. They're having a bit of fun with it as well. So yeah, this is just like all the stuff that, you know, if you're not that engaged with Premier League football or want to try to take a break from it, have a look at these teams, man. These teams are doing amazing stuff.
Exactly, and there's clearly ballers in these teams. That the pass that set up the left winger in the build up to that was lovely. First touch, little dink over the defense, beautiful stuff.
I think your people are going crazy in the comment section about Ireland players and English players. I'm trying to get a hold of it.
Oh, we started that whole thing, have we?
Yeah, so BMT15, Mr. Post Pinko guy, has come back and said Jack Grealish has more talent in his left toenail than the entire Ireland team combined.
Does this guy really want to do this? Is he turning this lovely grassroots moment, you know, giving praise for these younger footballers, these obscure players, and he wants to turn this into an Ireland and England slangy match and bring up Jack Grealish? All right. I'm just happy that we get to play England in a few days' time, where hopefully, Grealish will get his comeuppance.
Yeah, I'll be taking a look for that, especially for your sake as well, because anytime like something Irish is involved, I'm like, well, I wonder what's he going to say about that.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't care. It's a friendly. I'm going to be pumped for this game. It's against England. So can you imagine if I'm getting hyped for these friendlies against? Imagine if we played England at a tournament. Oh, I'd imagine if we beat them. That would single-handedly be my that would be fucking heaven. I pray this happens in my lifetime. I would give anything for it.
I mean, you don't want to make any funny bets, because you know what happens when you make bets. You know, you had a scary moment with the whole Brentford situation. I'm sure you've had a couple others before, so just be careful.
I've made several more stupid bets this season, and I'm probably going to lose quite a fair of them. So, yeah, you'll probably see me blonde in February. Hooray!
Look, as long as you're not losing any limbs or anything like that, it's fine. Like, tattoos can be removed, don't worry.
I'll probably lose some limbs if my mother sees a tattoo on my body. Yeah, so. Hooray!
Right, this next one actually went viral. It went on like all the big social accounts on a challenge, just a challenge, not even a goal, a challenge. So check this one out.
I won the ball there. I didn't win the ball. No, that's too tough, man. Send him up.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Yeah, so again, it was a debatable one. Did he win the ball? Did he not win the ball? That was the whole debate, and that's the reason why it went viral. I know it's that simple, but I'm sure at Sunday League level, you see those ones. They're a dime a dozen. I know in the Premier League you can't really do them nowadays, but those ones.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to slow it down, but it looks like he won the ball, doesn't it? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. He personally won the ball. The one thing I don't like as well is that players going up to the ref and saying send him off on all the rest of it.
Yeah, was he actually being for real when he said that?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He comes over and he tries to shake his hand and say that he won the ball, and he gets up and tries to snake him to the referee. Nah.
Yeah, I don't like that. When players go up and do this to the ref and stuff like that, like let the ref do his job, let him do what he's paid to do. I don't think you need to influence him anymore. Like he refs the game that you see in front of him. So
exactly, it shows not only a disrespect to your opponent, but to the referee as well, because you know it is. But yeah, you see it all the time at every level, don't you? Like you said.
Yeah. We've got Aiden coming back in, says, I like going to my non-league team more, to be fair. It's a lot more personal than EPL. Fans are more connected to the club. Aiden, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Just get stuck in, get involved. And to be honest, like, your non-league teams need you more than, you know, these Premier League teams that are pulling in millions and millions per year. Do you know what I mean? Your non-league team.
And taking your season ticket money when there's a global pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Newcastle fans are still shutting out season ticket money this season, and they're not being allowed back in the ground. Mike Ashley, give them back their money.
That's crazy to me. I mean, how Premier League teams can do that, and then the Premier League, furthermore, I know they've gone back on their word now, but furthermore they was going to start doing this Premier League pay-per-view. Like,
don't even get me started on that, man.
You get them to play Sky, BT, normal bills anyway, and then what? You want to pay pay-per-view on top of that? Come on.
£15. It's almost as if in the world of filthy rich billionaires, to them, £15 might seem like toilet paper. But in the real world, where you and I both live, £15 for a 90-minute game is ridiculous. And especially when that 90-minute game is Brighton versus Burnley.
I mean, no disrespect to the Brighton or Burnley fans, but like even they must be thinking, what, I'm going to pay 15 quid for this?
Exactly.
And I can't even go to the game. At least if you're paying, let me go to the game. But I don't know. It's
exactly. Mental.
Mr. Pinco's come back and says, Irish guy, do you get recognised at the local Tesco's?
well, because we all have to wear face masks at the local Tesco, I don't. I can go in and no, none of it. No, because you know you got the mask on, you can't see.
There you go. Mr. Oliver Williams has come back and said, unfortunately, I don't have any non-league clubs close to Middlesbrough. I'm sure you do. If you went on your local website, I'm sure you could find them. Maybe just tunnel vision with Middlesbrough. But again,
is Nuneaton Borough? Is that near Middlesbrough?
No.
No? Okay. No.
Nuneaton is in the Midlands, bro. I know that for sure. That's near Coventry.
Okay. I think they must have played Middlesbrough in the FA Cup once or something. So I've got that. I've got those two associated. Yeah.
But yeah, if you check on your local website, local FA website, should I say, because every county has a website. So, say for example, in Newcastle, be Northumbria or Durham, depending on where you live. I'm sure you'll be able to find one. So yeah, I'm not having that as an excuse, Oliver Williams. Definitely not. This one is the last kick of the game from Boston Celtics. So check this one out. There you go, man. Imagine that being a last kick of the game. You're thinking you've seen out a 2-1 victory, and then someone wraps up with a lovely left foot drive. And shout out to that team as well, Boston Celtics, with the amount of camera angles that they had on that as well. Like, you know what I mean? The amount of investment and time people are putting into this as well. Like one behind the goal, one on the sidelines as well. What's your thoughts?
Beautiful. That was if that was in the Premier League, that would be goal of the month for sure. That was what a left foot strike, and I love the understated celebration. He just kind of was that was an equalizing goal, right?
Equalizing goal, yeah.
And he just walks away as if it's nothing, as if he does it all the time.
There you go, man.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember Matt Ritchie's one against Bournemouth to make it 2-2?
Oh yes, because I was at that game and I caught that one on my phone as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, because it pinged the bar, didn't it? It pinged off the bar.
Yeah. I think it went front post, didn't it, as opposed to that one which went back post. Yeah. Still lovely strike.
Lovely strike indeed. Got some more comments coming through as well. Mr. Pinko said support grassroots. Now you're starting to see the idea. Now he's starting to get the idea. Tasneem says, please make fun of me in your next vid. I don't know if you want him to do that because he can be pretty harsh sometimes. Tasneem, you might want to rethink that one.
I'm probably going to need more information than Tasneem Essa and a picture of a flower. I'm going to need more ammo than that, lads.
I'm sure they'll be able to come up with that if you really want to. Oliver Williams has come back. See, look, you come back with some teams now. So
here we go. He's done his research. Come on, Google.
There you go. And he says, furthermore, he might go to some games. So, support grassroots, support your local clubs. They're going to need you more than Middlesbrough do. I think Middlesbrough will be all right. They've been around for quite a few years. So, yeah, I think they should be all right. I'm going to go with this last one. Now, you might recognise this one, Ramsey. Take a look at this one.
We're back on the attack. Cameraman Mark, not very great. Yeah, don't know who he's looking at. But looking out for a goal, and that was scored by HITC Ramsey. He'd be devastated Mark didn't catch that.
Now, very sure, unfortunately, we didn't catch the whole of it because the cameraman had a bit of a mare there. Shout out from, previously with Newcastle Fans TV. But, talk us through that moment there, bro.
Yeah, that was annoying. As soon as I went in, I was like, yes, this game is being filmed. I'll go home tonight and have an old tug in the shower to it. And then nothing. I think, do you know what it was? Because I'd spent the whole game not passing the ball, just dribbling, doing close control, not giving it to anyone. So I think he wasn't expecting me to shoot, I don't think. Because the ball had been like, I was just being greedy with it the whole game. So when I did shoot, he missed it. But yeah, I mean, it was a nice little strike, but we lost 5-1, so it didn't really mean anything.
I mean, I was all going to give away the scoreline, but
I think, I was insanely greedy that game. I just decided I wasn't going to pass anyone. I remember there was one moment where I was playing left wing, and I went across. I took the ball, I went through the midfield, behind my own defence, and ended up on the right wing. If that was in Sunday League, my manager would have killed me.
That's why you are the Irish Ben Arthur. Is that what they said before? Is the Irish Ben Arthur?
That's what he said.
There we go. Comment come through from Mohammed Abdallah. You should do more of these often. Totally agree, bro. Like this is the way forward as well. You might have to start doing these more often. Although, again, we plan to be together next year.
Not in that way, but
touch wood. Going forward, we plan to be together in the same vicinity next year because.
Yes, I'm glad you said that. The way you said it originally sounded a bit romantic, but skits. Yeah, that's our bag.
Not anything else like that.
Exactly.
He does his thing. I do my thing separately. But yeah, we plan to do more sketches, more skits. So obviously we need to be in the same place to be doing this. But as it currently stands, we're probably not even allowed to go out of our houses, to be fair, in this next month. So this is the way forward. But I totally agree with you, Mohammed, about doing this more often. So yeah. Oliver Williams says should have shown the Irish guys misses from 2 yards out. When was that?
He's talking rubbish. That didn't happen. I assure you, if I was 2 yards out, I could put that one in. Nah, that didn't happen.
Are you hiding something from me, bro? Come on, you can tell me.
Oh no, he is right. Actually, he is. I had a header against Middlesbrough Fan TV last summer, and we were losing 1-0, and the ball comes in back post, and I'll admit it, I'm shit with my head. All right, so yeah, I missed from about 2 yards out. You don't
want to get the hair messy, though. You don't want to get the hair messy.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't know whether to go with my outstretched foot or my head, so I did a bit of nothing and just hung halfway in the air as the ball limply bounced out of play. It was shit. It was bad.
He said he did a canoe.
yeah. I'll admit I'm bad with my head. All right, it was bad.
One coming through from Aiden. Any sneak peeks on Football Origins coming soon, lads? Look, I knew he was going to get one of those questions because the stuff that we've done together, it's legendary. I'm not going to lie. Like, there's not anyone out there doing it. I enjoy doing it. This guy is an absolute whiz in terms of his mindset. I don't know what goes through his mind when he writes these. But yeah, unfortunately, we haven't got no sneak peeks currently because we haven't been. I don't think we've seen each other face to face for what, 7 months, 8 months, probably longer.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think this year. I think we have to go back to 29. But you know, it doesn't feel like that because I'm on the phone to you all the time.
Yeah, we communicate all the time, whether it be Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever. But physically, face to face, we haven't seen each other for at least a year, so it's hard to kind of film stuff if you don't see each other.
Exactly. But in terms of the sneak peeks, I think we should do that more. Put out more sneak peeks instead of releasing the whole thing. Put out little clips here and there, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. So in the new year, in January, hopefully, you'll get your sneak peeks.
For sure, man. We've got so many to go through, so many different teams, just different moments in general. And again, like, you know, I'm going to put this out there. So again, if you want to click this up, by all means, we are going to be the best actors on YouTube. And if he doesn't want to say it, I will. Best actors in football.
All right, you say it, 40.
Listen, it just shows it for itself. Like, look at the views, look at the responses, look at the people wanting it to happen. I'm putting it out there, man. By this time next year, if everything goes to plan and we do, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 different ones, amazing, man.
Yeah, that would be great. That's the goal. That's the goal. Do as many of these as possible, and just get a consistent workflow going with it. Yeah, man. Fuck 2020, man. 2021 is going to be sick.
2020 is an absolute write-off, I must say.
Yeah.
An absolute write-off.
Yeah.
Tazeem's then come back and says, of course, where is your scarf? Well,
around my neck as it always is. Where else would it be?
There. Where else would it be? Where would the scarf guy or the Irish guy? In fact, you happen to be called a scarf guy. You was a scarf guy now. You rebranded to the Irish guy.
I don't. Hey, listen, I don't brand myself as anything. It's what they want to call me. One week I'm Irish guy. Other week I'm scarf guy. Other guy I'm strange man shouting into a camera on the internet. Whichever's good. Whichever's good with me.
Oh dear. And then I'm going to go with this last one from Aiden because he's so nice in the last one. Should do the highly anticipated sequel to the Wax video. Now, I remember when I seen that from you, I was onto it. I was like, what the hell? What are you doing, bro?
Yeah. Nah, you listen, get your fix elsewhere in the dark corners of the internet, young man, okay? All right. That's not what my channel's all about anymore. It was one momentary lapse. And no more. Christ above.
But it's in terms of views, like it did so well. That's the crazy thing. Like,
I know. So you would think, oh, let's turn this channel into Nuts or Zoo, or But no, we gotta. There's not much credibility on the channel left, but we need to retain at least a morsel.
Oh dear. I mean that's about it from us. One thing I would want to say as well: watch this space because we are planning to do a lot. I don't want to reveal too much, but we are planning to do a lot together. I'm going to definitely keep pushing this guy because I still feel that, he's so underrated. He should do so much more. And again, if I'm there physically driving him to do stuff, then he'll be out there for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's the plan, man. So get yourself up here.
Yeah, we'll see, man. All things willing, obviously, with this whole COVID situation. But thank you guys for watching and thank you guys for listening. And take your comments on board. And hopefully we'll do a lot more of these going forward. So
and subscribe to this man. Subscribe to him. You keep coming in.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.